Ezekiel 7 and 12. Before I go into this one, uh, people don't understand when they read this or they see this in the scripture. They don't understand what it means. Of course, you won't hear the groups giving you this. We never got this verse in church, along with many others. But you have to understand, when we came out, you're about to be uprooted from your homeland. It's the land of our captivity. It's the land we were born and raised. It's the land where all of our family lives. All. I don't think I've had any. And you think about this. You answer this question. Maybe you have. I don't think I have any family members that lived outside of Babylon, in another country. My family members wouldn't even leave the country. I've had one, I found out recently, left the country and went somewhere on vacation and came back, of course. But we uproot our lives and the life change dramatically. And you end up losing homes, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, children. You're going to lose this. Lands, possessions, cars, trucks. You're going to lose this. Great careers with good, maybe you had a great career making decent money. We had to lose this. Remember, Yahushua told us, you got to do this for the kingdom. Whoever gave up mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, lands, for my sake, will inherit. You see, you're going to get back more. But in the process of this, we sold what we had in order to flee. We had possessions. What are you going to do with it? You going to take your possession and just leave it? No, sell it. We didn't know Ezekiel. When my family did this, we didn't know Ezekiel 7 and 12. We sold what we had. Most of what we had, we sold. What we didn't sell, it didn't sell. We gave things away. And people got bargains, great prices. We let the stuff go, and it was crazy. Some of the things that was, how can I say this? There were some things that you got more for than what you paid for. Very few for my family. But most of the stuff was dirt cheap. Bargains. Great bargains. But we took the money and we left. Now, this is where Ezekiel 7 and 12 come in at. The time is coming. The day draws near. No, listen. No buyer should rejoice. They got stuff for dirt cheap. If you would have saw what some of those people got, dirt cheap. They knew we had a moving sale. Everything must go. Some of it was price, and the others were bargain. What do you want to give? What do you want? What do you want it for? Take it. Give me the money. Take it. We ain't got time to. We didn't have time to haggler. This is no. How much? Okay, take it. And there were some things that we had that we weren't even using, but we had it for years, and someone saw, when they see it, that's like, whoa. How much you want to give me? And when the man told me how much he gonna give me, I'm like, whoa, here, it's yours. Wasn't expecting that. He could have told me 3 times cheaper. He would have got it. But most of the things, the buyer was rejoicing. And even that item he bought that was a classic, there were some classic things that's pricey. They got it for a bargain. But don't let the buyer rejoice, nor the seller should mourn. We were the sellers. Don't mourn because you got rid of this stuff at a dirt cheap price. Because we're going to gain, we're getting something out of this. What they're buying, they're going to lose. They're going to lose. Scripture teaches us this. The prophets told us this would happen. Because wrath overcomes the whole crowd. Now, this part, they kind of don't understand what's going on. It's going to overcome the crowd of Babylon. It's talking about selling our things and fleeing away from Babylon. The time has come, the day has arrived. Let neither the buyer rejoice. Buyers, don't you be rejoicing when people selling and fleeing away. And sellers regret. We don't regret selling anything. For wrath is coming to all her many people. Listen, to all the many people in Babylon, the mixed multitude, wrath is coming. What you bought for a dirt cheap price, you get to enjoy it for a few years, but you're going to lose it. We couldn't take that stuff with us. Needed the money. Sell what you have. Flee away. What the prophet say? Sell and flee. The time of punishment has come. The day is here. Those who buy things cheaply, dirt cheap, from the ones that's fleeing away and coming within the borders, will not be happy. Now, let me go ahead and be honest here. Everyone in America is not fleeing America, selling things, fleeing America, and coming within the borders. Many people, they done this before we left the country. They ain't in the Torah. They ain't in covenant with the Father. They fled America, sold things dirt cheap, fled America, and went to a country in the land of Ham. And they living better now than ever. That's why we have to do videos about that. To show our people, America is not the only place. It's crazy. We got people living in Europe. Our people living in Europe, they think Europe is the only place. We stuck. Europe is the only place. America is the only place for us to live. And then when we do something that's pioneer, they look at us like, why are you doing that? You look crazy. Yeah, Noah looked crazy too, building a boat on dry ground. The time of punishment has come. The day is here. Those who buy things will not be happy. So those people that don't know the Most High, they sold some things too and fled away. Those buyers are in the same position. And again, those people not in covenant with the Most High, but they probably mourn over the things that they lost or sold for a dirt cheap price. So we don't mourn over these things. And those who sell things will not feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad about selling them because of the punishment that's going to come to everyone in Babylon. The time has come. The day has arrived. Don't let the buyer, watch this, be happy. There were many buyers that got bargains. They were happy. Scripture telling them, don't be happy. When they see us selling at a dirt cheap price and not haggling, trying to take the price higher, 150 for this. 150 for this. Okay. 500 for this. Okay. Just take it. And that's how it was. Don't let the buyer be happy or the seller be sad. We didn't know this verse, but we were on a mission, family, and we knew what we were doing. Because my burning anger, the wrath is against all of Babylon, the whole crowd, everyone in her. That's what the scripture's saying here. Judgment day, fate has caught up with you. Uh-oh, Babylon. Your iniquities reached to heaven in judgment, and fate caught up with you. But there is nothing. There's nothing to them, and nothing will be left of them. They're going to be completely obliterated. completely a land of desolation. It's a place, dwelling place of demons. Buyers, don't boast. Buyer, don't boast. Seller, don't worry. We had this verse. We listen. All right, that's a word from the Shabbat class. Let me think on this one. I gotta keep this one. This ain't for the rebels. This don't need to go into the ears of the rebel. But see, the sellers did something else. And what the sellers did, groups don't understand. And people in the groups, they don't understand. But for those in the borders, we had a message about this. We know the Most High got us right in line, right in tune. We know what we're doing. And although they won't know until the end, they're gonna drop their head. They're gonna see what they could have obtained and won't be able to obtain it. Judgment, wrath, has turned the world topsy-turvy. Now let me explain this. It's right. Edom turned the world upside down. The world we live in is turned upside down. These governments are against Torah, and it turned the whole world upside down. We are used to living in a world turned upside down. It's normal. And when the Most High use judgment and turn it right side up, to the people, to us, it's going to seem like it's upside down. Because we've been upside down forever. We were born upside down. The bottom has dropped out of buying and selling. It will never be the same again. But don't fantasize on an upturn in the market. You know Babylon's is falling. It's falling. Don't think it's going to be an upturn in the market. The country is bankrupt. They just keep raising the debt ceiling. Have you seen the debt clock? We need to do an update on the debt clock. I used to do that. Most High had me putting the debt clock up and showing. I went months. I check on it. I went months without checking. I looked at that thing and I'm like, man, is that right? It hadn't been that long since I seen the debt clock. The country is bankrupt because of its iniquity. And it's going to get, and look, it's not going to get any better. Christians talking about it's going to get better. A better day is coming. We got better roads. We don't hit our rough road. It's going to get better. They don't know scripture. They don't live by every word that comes from the mouth of the Most High. They live by every word that comes from the evangelical Bible colleges ran by Edom, governed by Edom. It's government approved. When the government approve it, you better believe you only going to get a tickle your ears feel good verses. The time has come, the day has come. Let not the one who buys have gladness, or the one who sells have sorrow. Perfectly fit in line with the scripture. This is what it's saying. For anger is against all their people. Yes, the time has come. The day is here. Buyers should not rejoice over bargains. This is perfect. This is perfectly fitted. This is correct. Don't rejoice. It's just straight out at you. This why the leader in the camp don't like this. It's putting it in your face, family. It's putting it in his members' face. And if they come over here being nosy, which they are, clicking to see what Yahuwah is one, what word coming from Yahuwah is one channel, they come over here clicking, they see this. Let not watch this. Buyers should not rejoice over the bargains. It's right in your face. They see it. This is why your leader don't want you to see these other translations. Nor seller grieve over losses. That's right. Don't grieve over the losses. For all them that's still in Babylon will fall under terrible anger. The time has arrived. The day is now. Buyer, don't celebrate. Sellers, don't grieve. His anger will turn and burn all of the wicked. Listen, Babylon will be utterly burned with fire. All that's in her, your firewood.